With the new year rapidly approaching, it is time for us to start thinking about making changes, getting healthier, and that can seem like a daunting task for someone maybe dealing with a chronic illness. But there is help available, and here to tell us more about the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program at Mercy Medical Center is the program's coordinator, Baragary. Thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate you being here. So let's talk more about the program, because there are a lot of conditions that it might address. Let's first off talk about who might be a good candidate for what you offer.
Okay. Well, the program is actually open to anyone with a chronic condition, and interesting enough, as you and I were just visiting, a lot of times people don't even realize they have a chronic condition. It could be something small that they've just gotten so accustomed to living with. Sometimes they come to a class maybe as a support person and then realize they themselves have a chronic condition. Also, the program is an educational piece, so actually anyone that's interested in general health kind of learns a lot by just attending the workshop. We focus on any kind of a chronic condition, so it's not disease specific. We don't replace anything like, you know, a rehab or support groups. It's just all encompassing of the things that people with any kind of a chronic condition.
So anything from like a diabetes to a cancer to any kind of...
and anything smaller. You know, it could be someone who maybe can't run like they used to run, and they have to make that emotional and mental change in their life and maybe find another way to fill that void. And so the way the workshop works, we come up with a lot of different options and ideas and action planning and goal setting to help with that.
So it helps with your mindset when you're going off to maybe get some relief going forward. And you actually have a new program beginning soon. Can you tell us more about where people can get some more information on that?
We have ongoing workshops usually throughout the community and surrounding areas. In January we will be starting actually a couple of programs out in Vinton, because we have had some really good interest out there. And then we will have some starting also in January here in Cedar Rapids out at our Mercy Health Plaza that start in the middle of January. So those are open and available for registration.
And you mentioned also, and we were talking during the commercial break, it's unfortunate that hundreds of people have gone through this program, but you've had, what, 500-600 people?
We've had about 600 people graduate from the program since it came to Mercy. The program, as I know you know, is a Stanford University program. So that's where it was developed. That's where we are licensed through to conduct the workshop. So we report back to them. Mercy was one of the first hospitals in the country that brought the program in-house. So we've kind of had an interesting learning curve with doing things there, but we feel we've been very successful. Like I said, we've had over 600 people graduate from it.
And how long does the program run about?
The program is a 6-week, once-per-week workshop, and it meets for 2 to 2.5 hours. It just depends, you know, if you have a really large class, it might take that 2.5 hours. If it's a smaller class, it's about 2 hours.
Well, definitely worth the investment to take care of yourself. So
absolutely.
There's some more information on your screen. You can go to mercycare.org/services/chronic disease, or you can call 319-398-6012. Kathy, thanks so much for joining us to tell us about the program. We appreciate your time.
Have a good day.
Absolutely. You too.